Hello, and welcome to the Daily World Pod by ZebraTruth. I'm your host, Matthew Wilson, and today we're discussing the latest news in the world of technology and artificial intelligence. Joining me is our tech expert, Emily Garcia. Emily, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Matthew. It's great to be here. Lots happening today indeed.
So, let's dive right in. We have some exciting news to share with our listeners. OpenAI, the AI company behind the popular ChatGPT chatbot, has acquired Jony Ive's startup, IO, in a massive $6.4 billion deal. Emily, can you tell us more about this acquisition and what it means for the future of AI?
Absolutely, Matthew. This acquisition is a significant move for OpenAI as it brings Jony Ive's design expertise to the table. Ive, as you know, is the renowned designer behind Apple's iconic products. With this deal, OpenAI aims to release its first consumer AI device by 2026, pending regulatory approval. This device is expected to be a game-changer, with Ive's design firm LoveFrom leading the creative design.
It's fascinating news, that's for sure. In a video shared by OpenAI, Altman and Ive outlined their partnership and what they expect to create as a result of the merger. I have a growing sense that everything I have learned over the last 30 years has led me to this place and to this moment, said Ive. And he added that what we've been working on, I think, has completely captured our imagination. So, Emily, on the hardware side of things, what can we expect from this device? Is it going to be a smartphone without a screen, as some rumors suggest? I've said, and I quote, "I am absolutely certain that we are literally on the brink of a new generation of technology that can make us our better selves."
Well, Matthew, the details are still scarce, but from what we know, the device will be a family of AI devices that will revolutionize the way we interact with technology. Ive has mentioned that he wants to reimagine what it means to use a computer, and with OpenAI's AI expertise, this device could be a major disruptor in the tech industry. One thing for sure, it's going to be a game changer.
That's really exciting. OpenAI finalized a $6.4 billion all-equity acquisition of Jony Ive's AI devices startup IO, its largest deal to date. Jony Ive, as you said, who is renowned for designing Apple's iconic products, will take on significant creative and design roles across OpenAI and IO. The deal integrates IO into OpenAI's operations, while Ive's design firm LoveFrom remains independent but heavily involved in shaping new AI hardware. This acquisition marks a strategic move for OpenAI as it competes with tech giants like Google and Anthropic in the generative AI and hardware sectors. So what about the competition? How does this acquisition affect OpenAI's position in the AI race?
OpenAI is now in direct competition with tech giants like Google and Anthropic in the generative AI and hardware sectors. This acquisition gives OpenAI a significant edge, as it brings Ive's design expertise and LoveFrom's creative vision to the table. With OpenAI's AI capabilities and Ive's design, they could create a device that other companies can't match.
That's a great point, Emily. And speaking of Google, they just announced some major AI advancements at their I/O 2025 conference. What's your view on it?
Yes, Google unveiled some impressive AI updates, including the full integration of their Gemini AI platform across core products like Search, Workspace, Chrome, and Android XR. They also announced a standalone Gemini app and a new AI Ultra subscription, which offers top-tier AI features for $250 monthly. Additionally, they showcased some exciting tools like VO3, Imagen 4, and Flow, which enhance media generation.
Wow, that's a lot of exciting news from Google. I also noted that Google is developing a universal AI assistant with projects like Mariner, which manages multiple tasks at once. The new Google AI Ultra subscription offers top-tier AI features for $250 monthly. Google Search is improving with AI mode, providing deeper search responses and visual assistance. Gmail and Workspace are getting AI upgrades, including smart replies and real-time translations. And what about Android XR? How does that fit into the picture?
Android XR is Google's new smart glasses initiative, which integrates Gemini AI into wearable devices. These glasses provide real-time information, translation, and hands-free help. Google is partnering with Gentle Monster and Warby Parker to release these glasses, competing directly with Meta's AI glasses. Sergey Brin reflected on Google Glass, admitting, "I made a lot of mistakes," as he said. He also noted supply chain and pricing challenges, but remains optimistic about smart glasses due to generative AI. Brin highlighted that these glasses can now offer more assistance without constant distraction.
Well, all of that is the promise of an even more competitive race going forward, which is probably a good thing for the consumer as it fosters competition and could democratize access to AI and high-tech products, right? Okay, now let's move on to more business news. We have some news from Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, who criticized U.S. chip export controls, calling them a failure. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, Huang argued that these restrictions have only motivated Chinese companies to accelerate their own developments, echoing sentiments from the Chinese Commerce Ministry. He highlighted that Nvidia's market share in China has plummeted from 95% to 50% due to these controls, while Chinese tech giants like Huawei are filling the gap.
That's a significant development. The U.S. restrictions aimed at curbing China's military advancement and protecting U.S. dominance have instead sparked a surge in Chinese innovation. With the global AI race heating up, Huang's warnings suggest a need for a strategic rethink. And finally, we have some news from the world of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin has hit a new record high, surpassing its January peak. Did you see that today?
Yes, Bitcoin reached $109,500, with a 2% increase, marking its highest daily close ever. This surge is attributed to strong institutional demand, with U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs recording $667 million in net inflows on Monday. Traders are increasingly betting on Bitcoin reaching $300,000 by June, with $300,000 strike call options gaining popularity on Deribit. President Trump's pro-crypto stance and easing trade tensions have bolstered market confidence in recent weeks. While Bitcoin shows strong momentum, major altcoins like Ethereum and XRP continue to underperform in the current rally. Antony Trenchev, co-founder of crypto exchange Nexo, attributed this to factors like softer U.S. inflation numbers and a de-escalation in the U.S.-China trade war.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, Emily, for sharing your insights with us. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to the Daily World Pod by ZebraTruth. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media for the latest news and updates.
Thanks, Matthew. It was a pleasure being on the show.
And before we go, I want to leave our listeners with a call to action. Stay informed, stay curious, and stay ahead of the curve. The world is changing fast, and it's up to us to stay informed and adapt to the latest developments. So subscribe to our podcast and download the ZebraTruth app now. Until next time, goodbye from the Daily World Pod by ZebraTruth.